The lighthouse that listened. On the edge of a quiet sea stood a small, old lighthouse. It wasn't famous. No postcards were printed of it, and most ships sailed far beyond its reach. But every evening, when the sky turned soft shades of lavender and gold, the lighthouse woke up. Its lantern glowed warm and steady, and it listened, because people came there. Not crowds, just one person at a time. Sometimes it was a fisherman who had lost more nets than he could afford. Sometimes a tired teacher who sat on the rocks and stared at the waves. Sometimes a child who whispered secrets into the wind. And the lighthouse listened to all of them. Not with ears, of course, lighthouses don't have ears, but with its light. Whenever someone came carrying worries, the lighthouse beam would grow a little brighter, sweeping slowly over the ocean like a calm, breath in and out. And in again. One evening, a girl arrived just as the first stars began to appear. She climbed the narrow path and sat at the base of the lighthouse. Her shoulders were tight, and her thoughts were tangled like seaweed after a storm. "I don't know how to quiet my mind," she said softly to the waves. The lighthouse didn't speak. It never did, but its light turned, slowly, across the water, back again, like a steady heartbeat. The girl watched it sweep across the darkening sea. Out, back, out, back. The waves followed the same rhythm. Gentle, patient. After a while, her breathing began to match the lighthouse beam, without her even noticing. In, out, in, out. The thoughts in her head didn't disappear, but they stopped shouting. They became quieter, like distant gulls instead of thunder. Minutes passed. Or maybe an hour. Time moves differently near the sea. Finally, the girl stood up. "Thank you," she whispered to the lighthouse. The beam swept once more across the water, calm and unwavering. And as she walked back down the path, she realized something small but important. The lighthouse hadn't taken her worries away. It had simply reminded her that even when the ocean is wide and dark, there is always a steady light somewhere. And sometimes that light is already inside you.